Historically, Oregon has had 2 times the national average of children in foster care. And unfortunately, children that are brought into the foster care system by no fault of their own have less opportunities to have their education not be interrupted, have less opportunities to have their health care needs met.
Childhood trauma leads to long-term health outcomes that can be negative. And so when a child has an advocate and connection to these resources, they have a much better chance of thriving down the line.
CASA, it's an acronym, it stands for Court Appointed Special Advocate. CASAs advocate for the best interests of the youth involved on the case.
We talk to everybody who's involved in the case, from the child's parents, their teacher, their counselors.
And they're gathering all that information to determine any advocacy needs for the children and youth that they're serving.
We have the ability to speak on behalf of the kids, truly advocating just for them.
They're taking on one case at a time, and so they really do have that consistent presence in a child or youth's life. And we've heard from former foster youth that it is important to them to have CASAs that look like them and that share their identities and their experiences.
Many of our children that we serve at CASA are being placed in a home that is a different culture than the one they've grown up with. And so it's very important that they have someone in their life as an advocate to help bring those things to light.
A child that looks at a CASA that they feel they can connect to and trust in a way that they might not have been able to trust anyone else in the system that they've been around is pivotal in the outcome for that youth.
Anyone can be a CASA. You don't need any special degree or background in social work or the legal system.
You just have to have the interest and want the best interest of the child that you're going to be serving.
The people who are volunteering because they really care about the future of the communities they're living in.
It can be a little daunting because it's a lot of responsibility to be an advocate for someone. It's a commitment.
You meet them at that difficult time in their lives, and then you see them over a long period of time getting the support that they need from many different sources.
And if you are interested in making an impact in that way, the door is wide open.
Every child in foster care is to be assigned a guardian ad litem or a CASA. It's a mandate. Right now, that's just not happening.
We can only serve the amount of kids that have CASAs, that have supervisors, that work for the organization.
And we're serving 1,000 out of 3,000 kids that could have a CASA. You know that 2,000 children aren't getting the same benefit.
It's definitely the goal for us to be able to build the capacity and meet that full need.
To do that, though, we need to have the state step up their funding, and we need our community to continue to support us at the levels they have been.
So very specifically, every dollar that's donated immediately translates to more children being served. And our goal is to serve all the children that are in the system, and we can do that with financial support from the community.